Naruto 606 viewer comments and 607 predictions. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I've got a little bit of an allergy thing going on, so I may not sound 100% right or whatever. But anyway, moving on. Okay, Dionysius Enselim. If Nagato were to use Ryan Tensei to bring Madara back, wouldn't it be hard, because when Nagato used that jutsu to the leaf, he could only bring back the people that he killed after Jiraiya. So if Nagato used Ryan Tensei, wouldn't it bring back Madara young or old? Good question. Kishimoto should have a chapter explaining Ryan Tensei. Therefore, Madara would be thankful to be brought back young rather than old. Yeah, I think they're all brought back. They're all brought. They seem to be brought back pretty much at the age and the condition when they died. That seems to be the way it is. But then again, how Kabuto was able to bring Madara back, not only young, but augment him and change him around. So I guess the skill, Kabuto, I guess, is actually the person that has the most skill bringing people back. So I guess he's at a different level. He can do stuff like that if he wants to somehow. So I guess I don't know if that answers the question, but it seems to be the way it is. But anyway, yeah, Kishimoto should be answering that for himself, shouldn't he? All right, moving on. Thanks for the comment. Okay. Panamantis, I think the black and white Zetsu is like yin and yang symbol. Maybe that particular Zetsu is a key or power towards something when they really need it. I like the idea that the combination of them, and especially since we know that dark Zetsu is made from white Zetsu, so I don't think there's any remote issues at all with them being able to communicate with each other. I mean, there hasn't been shown any, so. But the idea that maybe there's that union of these two could do specific things, right? I think that actually makes a lot of sense, and I don't know. That's yet another. I guess I'm really adding more questions. Thanks for the comment. I'll move on. Okay, Cannoli Bob 9. I guess it's fitting that Obito begins his Madara role as a child, disguised as an adult. Obito is today a child in a man's body. His version of a dream world where everything is happy is a child's ideal. Contrary to what the pharmacological industry would have us all believe, life is not about being happy all the time. That's true. You have to experience the full range of human emotions to fully develop as a human being. True. Obito's trauma has left him emotionally stunted, so Madara was able to sell this ideal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and there's more, but sure. In order to survive in life, you have to be able. I mean, what happens? How do you get immunized from something? You actually get a part of the virus, right? But your body learns how to fight that off, and then becomes stronger against the virus and whole. So I guess making a long story short or whatever example, when we're shielded and we don't learn or get partially immunized against things in the real world, then we're stunted, and then when real things actually do hit us, then we're not really prepared. There's a whole lot more that could be said on that, but I think everybody gets a good point. Appreciate it. And more from Cannoli Bob 9. It was a very good chapter this week. This was an awesome chapter, and the more time that goes by, the more I'm liking it. It was something that what I really liked was we got a lot of closure, a lot of answers, at least some, and a lot of stuff we kind of already thought, like Black Zetsu, but at least it's confirmed. Of course, it underlines a problem with Kishimoto's style is he'll have a chapter like this where you're flooded with things, and then you'll go weeks with just not much as far as getting in any insight or whatever. But yeah, and let's see. Anyway, finishing this comment, I like it. Okay, we got so many answers in a single setting. Maybe this is Kishi's reward to us for surviving him this long. Yes, because I think we can all attest to the fact that it's about time we got a lot of answers. Very true. If this is the last arc of the series, it's time to stop dragging things out. I think this series is going to be going on for quite a bit longer. I mean, what was it? The last thing was we're at the end, and then all of a sudden, well, what Kishimoto was like, things are dragging out. It's going to take a year. I think that this is going to go on for quite a while. That's just my suspicion. I don't know what he's planning on doing after this either. And I'm going to say another thing, which I think I've at least alluded to before, if not outright said, is the whole thing about... God, I can't believe I'm getting into this again. The whole thing about Obito being Toby. I'm going to make this short. That's just straight up fan service. So, in last year, for whatever reason, a lot more people were getting into Naruto in the United States and North America and in Europe and whatever. This is just my understanding. And I think that he's been changing a lot. I think he's got a cash cow. I'm just going to flat out tell you. I think that he's making a lot of money off this. Who he was contract with, the whole thing is making more and more money, and I don't think they're going to let it die. So, I could be wrong. I've been wrong about things before, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. What I'm hoping, though, is... well, I mean, look, like I said, I don't want to go on and on about this, but there's simply so many things out there that he hasn't fleshed out that if he would just pull back and start fleshing out some of this stuff, take his time. I mean, this, heck, that's 5 years right there. Just to stop and not add new stuff and just try to explain what he's already got. All right. Thanks for your comment. All right, we got DT Ninja 831. Excuse me. We see Obito in great pain as he cries next to Rin. He holds her close and vows to create a world where she will still live. I thought that was pretty touching, actually. I kind of really connected to that. That was pretty powerful to me. But the thing that gets me here is his refusal to acknowledge Kakashi. He doesn't care whether he lives or dies. It makes no sense. It's so weird. Is it possible he is suppressing his feelings deep within? But how can he be so sad and angry? But why doesn't he feel regret or betrayal? And that's the point of feeling so angry then. Is it possible that Zetsu is the cause? Well, this is a problem with the whole thing with Obito. God, I can't get away from this Toby Obito thing. Just keeps pulling me back in. This is what's been hard for a lot of us, is to see that guy and he's the one, and you got to be you don't betray your friends, and how somebody can go to that extreme and be the example for Kakashi to live his life by, and then he just whatever. So, but I mean, he's a young guy. I guess we can make. It is a hard sell. I'm kind of with you. It's tough it's very hard to believe. Appreciate your comment. Moving on. So okay, another one from DT Ninja 831. The chapter was nice, in fact, that we finally get to hear about Madara's past. We learn about the existence of Gedomazu and its importance. I thought it was interesting also to see how Zetsu was created, and how Madara is the dark half and Hashirama the white half. Yep, pretty good. So does this mean that Dark Zetsu was in control of the blood mist? Could be. And if he can shape his body into the form of Madara, he could even fool an elite ninja like Kisame. Yeah. We don't see, that's a problem. What can Dark Zetsu do? Oh, it's just a nice video. Thank you. We don't know. So, that I'm just going to, we don't, if anybody knows anything more, I have no idea. All we know is he says what, it's a degraded form. A degraded Madara is pretty, still pretty powerful, so I don't know. I don't. And then the whole combination going back to the white Zetsu and dark Zetsu, what can they do? I don't know. We'll just have to find out. It's a good. Thanks for the comment. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It can't all be positive comments. Let's see. V. Desolence. I miss when you actually reviewed chapters instead of reading them live. Well, I mean, I guess this is positive or negative. And it's got 2 thumbs up, so it's not the only person that thinks that way. I agree with you that if I only made 1 video a week and it was just a live reaction, that it would be missing, because you have to, because when I read it, there's no way for me to really take it in and process it properly. It just isn't. I mean, you're getting the whole thing about the live reaction is you're watching me react to it as I'm reading it for the first time. So, I mean, that's what we're getting. But I would, no, first of all, you like what you like, and that's, and I can't, you know, even if I wanted to, change that. So if you don't like the live reviews, then you don't, and I'm not gonna, there's no reason for me to try to, because like I say, you know what you like and what you don't like. But since I don't just do 1 video, I do at least, I usually do about 4 a week, and at minimum, last week was an exception, because I only did the 2. But what I do is, by reading your comments and responding to them, and believe me, when I make mistakes in video, people, if you make video, people will come in and just absolutely point them out. But that's good. That's good. People come in, they participate, they fill in the blanks, the things that were missed, misunderstood, and that happens every week. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the content that I produce. There's the number one thing, I guess, is a rule that I have. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and explain that right now. Is having fun. I make the videos because I enjoy them. I read, and when I do the comments, now I could say, well, this is viewer or subscriber service, and I'm just doing this. I'm doing this just to make my subscribers or viewers happy, but the truth is I do it because I enjoy it. This is a lot of fun for me, and as long as it's fun, people will watch. As a matter of fact, I want to go in and get into something else too here. Another part, I guess, my overall philosophy. The comedian, the British comedian Ricky Gervais, was on a show, and it was him and 3 other comedians. It was him, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I don't remember the name of the show, but they just talk about comedy and jokes and everything. And it came to Ricky Gervais, and they all had kind of different philosophies and everything. And he said, well, this is what I do. I make a show and then when I'm happy with it, you know, I do it, and then I realize that whatever I produce, there's a certain number of people, out there that will enjoy it. And that's my philosophy. So basically, when I make my videos, I do try to make them better, but I mean, mainly I do them for fun. But I enjoy them, and I think everybody can tell. You can see that I'm having fun, that I'm enjoying them. There's a certain number of people that will watch the videos. If I start doing this and start changing it, and I'm not having fun, I'll go from a certain number of people to 0, because then nobody wants to watch somebody miserable making videos. So, and I'm not an actor, so I can't, you know, there's not another option for me to simply come in here and, hey, that isn't going to happen. So that's a really long answer to a very short statement, not even a question, a very short statement. But I hope that, you know, I think everybody knows where I'm coming from, and I think probably everybody's ready for me to move on, so I will. Thanks for your comment. Appreciate it. Okay, Michael Gethman. This was a great chapter. Yes, it was. This chapter now confirms that Naruto probably will never get the Rinnegan. There's a very strong chance now that Sasuke will get the Rinnegan, and as he was hanging around with Obito, who had access to the secret ingredients of the Rinnegan. You need both Uchiha and Senju DNA to awaken the Rinnegan. Yep. Control the Rinnegan perfectly. To me, this chapter is a definite setup for Naruto and Sasuke to have one final fight. Also, Naruto can get more overpowered now. Great review. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll take all the positive stuff. Absolutely. Something I think, I'm going to mention this in another video. I'm going to make a separate video on some other stuff. But anyway, I think people are really, one of the things I've picked up through all my videos is one dramatic difference I'm seeing with my viewers and subscribers is where they think that Naruto and Sasuke are compared to each other. Some people, nobody seems to think they're even. Okay, I haven't heard anybody say anything remote like that. People tend to think, like me, that right now in the power dynamic, that Naruto is way over Sasuke, just way over him. But the next group thinks that Sasuke is way over Naruto right now. Like I say, I think it's Naruto. I think that Sasuke's way underpowered, and that should be a video in and of itself, and I'm definitely going to talk about more of that on other videos. But I just can't see it. But doesn't mean it isn't. But I mean, here's the deal: the clones. Has everybody seen the clones? I mean, that Naruto makes. They are his clones are overpowered, let alone him and the whole thing with. But anyway, I don't know. It seems like it's been a while since Sasuke's got a power up, and I think he's behind. You know, I could be wrong, but that's just the way it looks to me. But anyway, just thought I'd go ahead and throw that out there. And let's see. Appreciate the comment. And let's see. Let me find where the world I was at. Okay, here we go. Kirigor Seizu. I think that every time Obito, I just got a whole throat thing. Like I said, I've got an allergy thing or something going on, so I got kind of a dry throat and a whole thing here. But anyway, I'll just cough. So acted as Madara. He was imitating the voice of the old Madara to make himself more convincing to all the shinobi he decided to encounter personally. Oh, his throat. His first meeting with Nagato was when he was still a child enveloped in the Zetsu suit. So it would seem to be the only legitimate explanation, because otherwise no one would believe he is a legendary, true, supposedly dead Uchiha Madara, and with him being exposed, the whole plan would fail. Yeah, it seemed like, I guess the way they were highlighting the word bubbles and everything, that it was, you could tell it was, you know, like Zetsu voice or whatever. So, yeah, that sounds dead on to me. Dead on me. Okay, also, from Kirigor Seizu. So, chapter 605 served to show us the whole reason behind Obito becoming Madara Tobi, ? Talking about weak conviction. Oh, yeah. A single event. You're saying what a lot of people have said. A single event sufficed to become the way he was. They can't get away from this Tobi Obito thing. I'm not satisfied with the way that the character Obito is written now. Join the club. I think I'll have to consider joining Ultramaru's fan club page. Oh, I want to say something else on that too. Alright, as of now, he seems to be the only one that can pull stuff that will add to the whole story. That was good. That was really good. Appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and say something now I was going to say later. I'll probably just mention it later too. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it now. Anyway, actually, here's a twist. Sasuke and Orochimaru are together, right? And they have the scroll. You know what? I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this for my other video that's on the scroll, because a few things I want to get into. Anyway, I really do appreciate the comments there. All right, moving on. The Thunder Powwow, shit gets real. I will get back to this, like I said in another video. Okay, and, yep. And the Thunder Powwow. Gezumazo Shell, Jubi, oh snap. And the Thunder Powwow. Oh no, so the black Zetsu is actually part of Madara, put into the white Zetsu. And there's, so there's only one black Zetsu. Yep. And he's a half, so, but I guess, you know, this is half of Madara. Plus the whole thing with the rod and the whole Madara. These guys are everywhere, right? Once they reach a certain level, it's like, I guess it's another reason Ocharu is so cocky. He's like, look, there's pieces of me everywhere. I'm just going to come back. So he's not really that concerned about it. He's like, I'm not going to die. So anyway, thanks for the comment. God, my throat is just... After the, I'm going to take a break. There's some other videos I'm going to make after this one. After this one, I need a throat break, though. Anyway, the maker for you, and I apologize for all the scratchy throat business, but that's the way it is. From what I learned from this chapter, Obito is willing to do anything to get the Moon's Eye plan complete, even if he has to kill everyone for it. The reason that he killed everyone which stood in his way was not because he was heartless. In fact, the chapter tells us he cares about these people. He said whether Kakashi dies or not, he will be alive. This is a very good point. He will be alive in the new world they are making. If not for that reason, he wouldn't be doing Madara's work for him. True. That's true. I wish... Kishimoto, he said it, but I wish he would have made, that's one of the points I think I wish he would have kind of accentuated more. But that's true. So he's doing everything to create a better world for everyone, not just for Obito. That's his motivation. That's a good point. Okay, the maker for you, I would like to see how Obito is willing to take a risk and kill all the Uchihas. I would also like more explanation about what Madara taught Obito before he pulled out those switches. Also, I would like to see how Obito got Nagato to make Akatsuki. Gosh, throat. Thanks for the comment. Vegeta Badass. Anyone else love Madara's smirk? When Obito left it, to me now, Madara has a completely different plan than what he told Obito, and we probably won't get to know if Ren was a spy until Obito is defeated by Kakashi and Guy. What I'm hoping, and that's another video, but I'll go ahead and say this. I'm hoping that this is another video I've made. I think that this chapter's it. There's a few things this week that definitely I'm seeing a little bit differently than some of the comments. And one is, I literally don't know why Kishimoto would do another chapter of Obito flashback. I literally don't. I mean, he's connected all these dots, okay, and he's the page. Here's Obito, right, and there's black and white Zetsu backing him up, and you know what's going to happen. I mean, are there a lot of blanks to be filled in? Yes, but we already know that the Akatsuki's formed, everything, all Madara has it all set up, and here's Nagato, and then he's going to make contact, and then for me that's. But anyway, like I say, I made another video on it this week, which I will also do viewer comments, and I'm going to start breaking them up. I'm going to start doing separate viewer comments for my different videos, so there isn't just one mega video on one. Although I don't mind making very long videos, I'm just going to try to set them up so make it organized a little more, so people can make choices on which ones they want to watch and which ones they don't. But anyway, appreciate the comment. All right, here, the maker for you should make more videos as well as review mangas such as One Piece and Bleach. There is something I'm gonna. Well, anyway, that's another thing. I am looking. I am going to look this way. I'm going to end up adding another manga later. Okay, but I'm still looking. Although But anyway, that's something. I will be adding another one. I'll go ahead and say that much right now. Let's see. Your channel will grow faster and everything. You are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, the maker for you, Madara's Spider Cave. LOL. All right. Let's see. Thanks for the comment. D from Dub. Okay, guys. I seriously do not want to troll here, but seriously, that's it. What about the story of Nagato? Isn't that way worse? What about lots of other characters in the whole manga? I mean, Sasuke went through worse than this, and he's Mr. Crybaby. I mean, Rin couldn't care less about Obito. 1 second after his death, she was about to declare her love to Kakashi. Ooh, wow, yeah, true. Couldn't Obito use a Zetsu Rin and have fun? Oh, man. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Love it, love it. With it, instead of destroying the reality to create an never meant with a Rin that loves him. Oh man, brilliant! I tell you what, for humor, you got it on this one. That was brilliant. There's been some very good comments on this video. Brilliant, love it. Oh god, that was good. All right. You know what makes that so funny is it's true. The whole world would have been better off for him to run off with his Zetsu Rin. Oh gosh, but I don't think that was not Madara's plan. So anyway, okay, moving on. Thanks for coming again. Neo Snipe. I think Rin's body was left there because I think she was buried on the leaf, and then I didn't get about the black pole that is Madara's will on physical shape. Question marks. Will it be used later, I guess? Still, Spiral Zetsu is alive. With Zetsu, maybe he'll die later. I think 3 or more chapters about flashbacks. The whole thing about his, I mean, if you see where it's planted, right? It's like in the main clone of the first, right kind of in him, and maybe a little, a little lower into his clone than looks proper, is the black pole of Madara. Maybe that's like a transmitter or something also to keep kind of his mind, he's got the black Zetsu there. Maybe in reality the pole's really like the other half, and they can stay connected and powered up or something. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. It's a good question. So, but anyway. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks for the comment. And let's see. Or wait a minute. Did I read all this? Will this be used later? And still Zetsu's alive. And I think 3 or 4 more. Okay, hold on. Maybe I didn't read all this. I think I get about the... Okay, no, I didn't read this all. How come I read... Okay, well, it will be used later, I guess. Still, Spiral Zetsu is alive. And Obito maybe he'll die later. I think 3 or more chapters about the flashbacks. Okay, that's the rest of the comment. Appreciate it. And let's see. Is RYYH the black poles or what they use to control dead people? Could very well be. Could very well be. Let's see. And thanks for the comment. Neo Swipe. Nice chapter, but the ghetto sealed on the moon was kind of Evangelion, Light, Egg, and Adam. Anyway, the Japs have a lot, that's not my words, a lot of tales about the moon. Isn't there Christmas celebration about Santa Claus lives on the moon or something? Or was that just something I saw on one of these comedy shows? I don't know. Could be. Yeah, the moon is a big deal. Kind of fun, I guess. Alright, thanks for the comment. And with Chaz Melikian, nice chapter. Good to know how it all started. Although I expected something more dramatic. We already knew that the Black Zetsu was made of Madara's DNA. And white Hashirama's, because Toby said it before. Nagato's eyes awakened is what I wanted to know more, because he never saw his eyes prior to the Rinnegan state. Uzumaki's are known for their vitality and strength, so it explains their Senju descendants. Still a good chapter. and I like those. Good review. Keep up the good work. Thank you for the positive comments. Yeah, mine are, okay, we all know that the Uzumakis are related to the Senjus. I guess the Senjus, and then there's like a branch family or something that's pretty similar to them. And then they got, because their sealing techniques, they about got wiped out, but their symbol is the main symbol for the leaf because they intermarried and brought them. Okay, I get, because all the Senjus were getting killed. So, excuse me, evidently that's the way that was going. Well, evidently, just to throw a little comment here, the whole Uchiha Senju thing, it looks pretty much like the Uchihas were winning. I mean, even though the first was more powerful than anybody, it looks like overall the Uchihas were really destroying the Senju. That's because I mean, there doesn't seem to be any left, really, hardly, right? They're really scattered. So if things were just going to keep going, it looks like the Uchiha were going to win. But anyway, so thanks for the comment. And let's see. Captain Chur, also nice review and page. The live reaction should be done. Always big thumbs up. Thank you. And I get mixed reviews. Some people like them, some don't. But like I said, I try to produce more comment. Even though I just do Naruto, I try to do, I mean, except for last week, about 4 videos a week. And then I'll start doing another manga, and that will be, or actually I'll start doing an anime. And then when I get caught up, I'll start doing the manga, but on another manga, and that'll add some stuff. But I like that, doing about 4, maybe more videos on one topic, right? You know, there's not a lot of people that do that per week. So, but anyway, I appreciate it. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of questions left, actually. Yeah, we're getting to the end here. Okay, Captain Chur, the explanation about Black Zetsu was good. I agree. It explained his personality of being wise, straightforward, and had plenty of knowledge, as in some way pushy toward Obito. Also, the explanation was kind of good in a way that we have a lot more that Obito didn't turn this way just because Rin died, but because it's his dream to be with Rin and be with his friends Kakashi, become a ninja Hokage, etc., etc. The only thing I disliked was his explain to Gato get the Rinnegan without him realizing it. Wow. I mean, I don't know. Did Zetsu's, I mean, the only thing I could think of, did the Zetsu's like steal Nagato when he was a baby, and then they go, here, Madara, and he's, oh, I was doing eye switch, and, you know, bam. I guess it's possible, right? It's Naruto. Oh, man, my throat. But anyway, thanks for the comment. It's funny how a lot of people thought about Black Zetsu being part of Rin's death. Also, nice review. Thank you. Let's see. There's a few more things in here. But okay, well, anyway. Soccer Talent 7. It makes sense that we don't get an explanation yet on why Rin got killed. We are seeing everything right now in Obito's point of view. So how would we know about it? Very true. Very true. And like I'm saying, we should be seeing Kakashi's viewpoint. Okay. This week. We should be seeing this. So hopefully we'll go ahead and get the answers pretty soon. But anyway, yeah, I feel pretty good right now, even though I don't agree with what's going on. I feel good that we're at least getting answers. So anyway, thanks for the comment. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, a couple more comments. Okay, and this will be the last one. Darren, 882211. Good review, man. I really like this week's chapter. That was a consensus. Huge consensus that a lot of people liked it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And like I say, I'm going to start breaking these up so that I do viewer comments per, I'll say this is for this, and then I'll do viewer comments for that video, and then I'll set them up so people can start seeing, because this is, we're hitting 35 minutes right around here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to say the channel's growing. We get, I don't even know the thing is 5 new, 15 new subscribers, and maybe 3 leave, and 15 new and 3 leave. I mean, you kind of see how it goes. It's good. And it's really doing well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. My throat is kind of killing me. I'm going to tell you that, and there's actually more videos I need to make. So A thumbs up would be awesome. I really appreciate everyone, and the comments are fantastic, by the way. They do seem to get better every week. I really do appreciate it. And just remember about subscribing. Okay, you can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.